Hello everyone. What is up? What is up? How's it going? Redstone Pro here, back with another live stream on this Saturday night here in New York City. It is nice to see everybody once again. We are located here on the Upper West Side, of course. This is right along Amsterdam Avenue and West 96th Street. This is where we're starting our stream here tonight. Beautiful evening here in New York City, right along the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend, wonderful Saturday, or perhaps Sunday, depending on your time zone. Today is Saturday, August the 2nd, 2025. The time now is 7:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast. The temperature right now is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Beautiful evening here. It is a bit hazy as well. As you guys can see, it is a bit hazy. Do have some bit of haze up above.
I forgot where it was.
And hello to my sister in the chat. It is a beautiful day. Okay, so we're gonna walk here. We're gonna walk along West 96th Street. We're gonna walk down to Central Park. We're gonna check out what's going on in Central Park. We're right in front of this Key Food here. We have the flowers here. All right, so let's get started. Not much else going on right now, so we're just gonna walk along here on 96th Street, and we're gonna walk down to Central Park, and we're gonna check out what's going on in Central Park on this Saturday night. Okay, I want to give you guys an update on the phone. I am back to the S21, the Samsung Galaxy S21. The S23 that I bought recently, I am sending that phone back to Amazon because that phone doesn't support 5G ultra wideband, which my plan, my data plan has. So I am sending that phone back since it doesn't support 5G ultra wideband. So ultra wideband, basically what that is it's a faster version of 5G, and the base Samsung Galaxy S23 doesn't support that feature. So I am sending that phone back. And once I get a refund from that phone, I will be upgrading to the S23 Plus. That phone supports the 5G ultra wideband. So for now, I'm back on the S21. Probably for the, I would say maybe the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. So the S23, it only lasted for not even a week. But I'll be getting the S23 Plus. That phone features the 5G ultra wideband, and it has a bigger battery as well, which will help me for these streams. So hopefully within the, I would say maybe less than 2 weeks, I should have that phone. Just gotta wait for the return process, and and then be able to order the S23 Plus. And shout out to my cousin Julie, who is here in New York from Ecuador. Saludos Julie, si estás viendo. Beautiful Upper West Side here. Not much going on. There's no real plan here today. We're just gonna walk around and just see what's going on around these parts of Manhattan here. We do have the Ecuadorian Day Parade that is taking place next week, next Sunday. I did look it up. It is next Sunday on the 10th. That is on the same day as the Dominican Day Parade, which is also taking place next Sunday. Okay, here we are. This is Columbus Avenue. What part of Queens? That's in Jackson Heights. It's Northern Boulevard. That's in Jackson Heights. So there was some confusion as to when the exact date is, but it is next Sunday on the 10th. Okay, right here, this is their website right here. El desfile 42 desfile ecuatoriano de Nueva York 2025. Right there. It starts at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday next week. That's right along Roosevelt. Actually, no, that's not the parade route. The parade route is along Northern Boulevard. And hello, Angie. Nice to see you, Angie. Happy Saturday, Angie. Okay, this is from their Facebook page right here. It's Sunday, the 10th of August, right along Northern Boulevard, from 69th Street to 85th Street, right there. So I'll be covering that parade. That'll be my first time covering that parade. On the same day as the Dominican Day Parade. The Dominican Day Parade, that is the bigger parade of the two, but I'll be at the Ecuadorian Day Parade. How's it going, man? Okay, so right now we're walking along. This is West 96th Street. We are walking to Central Park. We're gonna spend much of the stream walking inside of Central Park. Check out what's going on there.
There is the AC.
This is a meditation right here, a Korean meditation. This is called the Shogyesa Seong Yoga. Okay, so once again, for those of you who just tuned in, I am back on the S21, the Samsung S21, Galaxy S21. I am returning the phone that I just recently purchased because it doesn't support the 5G ultra wideband. So I'm in the process of returning that phone. Once I get the refund from that phone, I'll be purchasing the S23 Plus, which does support 5G ultra wideband, as well as a bigger battery. So that definitely will help me out during these streams. So we are back on the good old S21 for the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. And my Nightbot is not being triggered. I'm not sure what's going on with my Nightbot here. Let me see here. I don't see anything on my Nightbot here. Hopefully my Nightbot is working okay. Let me just type in a command here, make sure my Nightbot is working okay here. Let's see. Okay, so the command is working. Okay. Okay, so here we are. This is Central Park West over here. Okay, now the Nightbot is kicking in. Okay, just wanted to make sure that that was working here. As we make our way into Central Park, this is one of the world's most famous park. It's certainly the most famous park here in New York, as well as the most visited park in the country.
Personality was right. That avoid.
Okay, so we're just gonna make our way over here. This is our West Drive. We can see the joggers are out here. We got the bicyclists as well. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful crossing this path here. All right, so here we are inside of Central Park on this beautiful Saturday evening in early August, first weekend of August. Central Park, this park here is 843 acres in size, or 341 hectares. This is the most visited urban park in the United States. We have around 42 million visitors annually here. This park here stretches from 110th Street up in Harlem down to 59th Street in Midtown. The architect is Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vole. Those are the two main architects of this park here. Central Park originally, before Central Park, this was also the site of Seneca Village, which was a majority black settlement in the middle of here of Manhattan. Seneca Village, during the creation of Central Park, was seized, unfortunately, for those folks. But this is what we have here these days. This is Central Park.
No, that should be it. Thank you so much. See you.
This is one of my favorite spots to bicycle, to ride a bike. Very beautiful here. And this is an uphill little climb here as we walk. And that lady is jogging there. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in Central Park in New York City. Beautiful Saturday night. By the way, those buildings right there, that is known as the El Dorado right there. Those twin buildings right there, that is the El Dorado. Those buildings, they date back to 1931. Right behind the tree here, these tree branches here, that is the El Dorado Apartments. And right over here to my left, that is the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. Let me get a little closer here. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, of course, former First Lady, wife, widow of John F. Kennedy, former president. This is the biggest body of water in Central Park. Right here, the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. And on that side of Central Park, on the opposite side there of the reservoir, that is the Upper East Side. We can see the Upper East Side right there. And we can see Mount Sinai Hospital. That is that building right there. That is part of Mount Sinai Hospital on the east side there of Manhattan. One of the biggest hospitals in New York. And we can see Midtown right there on the south. Beautiful view of Midtown. Okay, so we're going to continue walking on this side here, on this trail here. This trail here, this is known for joggers. This is a very popular trail for joggers. You get the breeze coming out of the reservoir as well. This is more open space here. Beautiful evening for a walk or jog, whichever one. This trail here also was featured in Ghostbusters 2. There was a scene in Ghostbusters 2 where they where there's like a jogger or a runner. He's like a rogue jogger or runner, and you know, he's like causing terror amongst the other joggers. And yeah, he gets captured by the Ghostbusters. Not sure if you guys seen that scene in Ghostbusters 2. It was filmed somewhere around the trail here. He was an evil jogger. He was causing terror amongst the other runners. And the Ghostbusters, they were on standby. They were just waiting for him to run right by the trap, their trap. And Frederick Law Olmsted, the main designer of Central Park, he also designed Prospect Park in Brooklyn. Prospect Park and Central Park here, they're similar parks in design. The landscaping. So I would definitely do a stream out there in Brooklyn in Prospect Park. So I'll definitely be out there sometime in the summer, before the summer ends. I'll definitely do a live stream from Prospect Park. And maybe walk around, you know, Park Slope, that area there of Brooklyn. Good exercise, got to get your exercise in. Although you don't have to run, you can just walk like I'm doing here. Just walking along, you know, that's sufficient exercise. You know, but some people they choose to do it the harder way and jogging or running, which obviously, you know, will burn more fat and calories that way. All right, so we're going to continue walking on the trail here, right along the reservoir here. As we look back north and across to the Upper East Side there. And what's up, Enzo? How's it going, Enzo? Nice to see you, my friend. And hello to everyone in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We are here in Central Park right now. We're just taking a walk inside of Central Park. We're joined here by joggers and other walkers here. Beautiful Saturday evening here. Everything's going well, Enzo. Thank you, Enzo. Thank you for asking. Hope everything was okay with you as well, and over there in Brazil. Love the view here of the reservoir. Beautiful view. And we can see that fountain right there as well, right in the middle of the reservoir. Beautiful. All right, so this path here, this is taking us towards the east side. So we could probably just walk towards the east side, you know, since this path is taking us in that direction. When we start these streams, we usually just walk along the west side. So maybe we'll just walk along the east side here, since this path here is taking us in that direction. Okay, so quiet evening here in Central Park. Very peaceful, very quiet, very tranquil. Not much going on here. So we're gonna make our way over to the east side since we're not far from there, and we'll just walk along. Walk along Fifth Avenue once we get there.
그냥 높게 우리가.
Wow. It is Saturday night here in New York City, right along Manhattan, inside of Central Park. All right, so right now we're gonna head towards the east side here, and then we'll just continue our walk down Fifth Avenue. So that is what I'll do. There really isn't much to see here, so we're just gonna continue in the east, towards the east side, and then we'll walk down Fifth Avenue there on the Upper East Side. And once we get to Fifth Avenue, you know, we'll just be walking along on the Museum Mile part of Fifth Avenue, where we see a lot of the some of the biggest museums here in New York. Look at this view here of the reservoir. Absolutely beautiful view that is looking towards the north side of Central Park, towards Harlem there. And that is those buildings right there in the middle, that is all part of Mount Sinai Hospital. And we can see the Upper East Side here as well. All right, so we're going to continue walking our way over to the east side and onto Fifth Avenue. And from there, we'll just continue our walk right alongside Central Park. And we also have, for those wrestling fans, we also have SummerSlam taking place tonight. I believe they have already started. SummerSlam taking place from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It is a 2-night event. That is the first time that SummerSlam is being held over 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow. I'll be watching that once I get home. I'll just watch the replay of it. So we got WWE SummerSlam taking place over in New Jersey, 2-night event. Hello. And that is looking back towards the Upper West Side, right in front of the El Dorado apartments, which we just saw earlier. And we have the sun as well, beautiful. Maybe take a picture here with the sun, using my other camera here. Beautiful night. All right, so we're gonna try to get to the nearest exit here, so we can continue walking right alongside Fifth Avenue here. Okay, we're still a few minutes away from the nearest exit here. This part of Central Park doesn't have too many exits here. So we'll just walk along here till we find the nearest exit, and we can continue walking down right along Fifth Avenue. We have a dog there playing fetch. Hoping everyone has a beautiful weekend, is having a beautiful Saturday or Sunday, depending on your time zone. Might already be Sunday where you are. It is still Saturday here. We are 4.5 hours away from Sunday here. As we make our way over to the east side here of Manhattan. Okay, this is the East Drive here. We have made our way over to the East Drive. We started on the West Drive. We are now in the East Drive. Okay, so here we are. We are about to exit the park and make our way over to Fifth Avenue. We are just outside of the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We're just about a block or two away from it. Right here along the beautiful Upper East Side of Manhattan, right along Central Park and Fifth Avenue. This is one of the most expensive stretches of real estate here. Right along here on Central Park and Fifth Avenue. right here on 85th Street. Look how beautiful it is here. Okay, so from the west side, we have made our way over to the east side. Moving on up to the east side. And those vehicles there, they're heading back towards the west side. That is all part of the 86th Street Transverse. Okay, so here we are right along 5th Avenue and Central Park. This is all part of Museum Mile here. The most famous museum here being the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
When I bought my mom's sister here. 2 years ago.
All right, just gonna grab a picture here real quick. Okay, so here we are. We have made our way over to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. This is one of the largest art museums in the world. One of the biggest, largest art museums in the world, right here. This is the biggest art museum in the Western Hemisphere, and this is the 3rd largest museum in the world. The Louvre in Paris, that's the biggest museum overall. The Louvre in Paris, which is home to the Mona Lisa. This museum opened back in 1870. It has a collection size of 2 million. We have about 5 million visitors annually here. For anyone that's never been here, this museum is unbelievable. I've been here a few times. This is one of my favorite museums. You have a lot of classical pieces here. You know, art from like the Renaissance era and, you know, ancient art as well. One of my favorite museums right here, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Right along the David H. Koch Plaza, right here. Beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. Let me step back here and grab another picture here with the fountain. We have the dancing fountain right here. Okay, very nice. And it looks like it's starting up again, one by one. Okay, beautiful Metropolitan Museum of Art, also known as the Met. This is also where the Met Gala takes place. For those of you familiar with the Met Gala, it takes place right here as well. Look how beautiful it is here. We have the stairs are full of folks here. We have one of the entrances here as well. If you're planning on visiting this museum, just make sure to plan ahead and prepare to do a lot of walking. This is a very big museum here. You can definitely spend a whole day here and not see everything. So I definitely have to come back here. I haven't been here for a number of years, but it's a very, very spectacular museum inside. The Met here on the Upper East Side. Beautiful. That's a beautiful shot there of the crowd as well as the buildings here right along Fifth Avenue. Should grab a picture of this here. Very nice. Okay, so let's go on here with the walk. Right in front of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met. This is the third largest museum in the world. And this is the largest art museum in the United States. It's actually the largest art museum in the Western Hemisphere. This museum here, the Natural Museum of Art, the Museum of Natural History, I'm sorry, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is, this is where we are right now, the Met, the Museum of Natural History, and MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. Those are my three favorite museums here in New York. So we have the Met, MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, and the Museum of Natural History. Those are my top three favorite museums in no particular order. So if you guys are in New York, make sure to check out one or all of those museums. Very spectacular museums. And I definitely have to visit these museums as well. I haven't been to any of them in quite some time, so I definitely have to visit museums again. I love museums. New York has a ton of museums, but those are my top three favorites by far. The Met here, the Museum of Modern Art, which is also known as MoMA, and the Museum of Natural History, that's over on the west side.
It's gotta be it.
Okay, so here we are walking along Fifth Avenue here. We're heading south right along Central Park and Fifth Avenue. We just walked around the outside of the Met there, Metropolitan Museum of Art. And across the street, that is the Ukrainian Institute of America. Right across the street, you can see the Ukrainian flag there. That is the Ukrainian Institute of America. And prayers to everyone in Ukraine as they continue to, you know, engage in war against Russia there with the invasion of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Okay, that is 79th Street. That is looking east there. That's another beautiful view, worthy of a picture. Right in front of the Ukrainian Institute there. So thank you once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in New York City, right along 5th Avenue and Central Park in Manhattan. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday and a wonderful weekend as we kick off the month of August. First weekend of August. And hello to Pee-wee. Nice to see you, Pee-wee. Happy Saturday to you, Pee-wee. And hello to everyone in Illinois.
It's in Times Square.
So right now we're just walking along here, along Museum Mile of 5th Avenue. We just passed by the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And we are just walking south here till we get to Midtown and check out what's going on in Midtown. On this beautiful Saturday evening here in New York City. Okay, so we are back here on the Galaxy S21. The S23 that I just recently ordered, that phone is going back to Amazon. Apparently that phone doesn't support the 5G ultra wideband, which is what I have on my data plan. So that phone is going back to Amazon. And once I get the refund off that phone, I will be purchasing the S23 Ultra, or not the Ultra, the Plus, the S23 Plus. That phone supports the 5G ultra wideband, so you know we'll have a better, faster connection, and it also has a bigger battery as well from the base S23. So hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be back on that phone, but just the upgraded version of the S23. So for now, I am back on the S21 here. I'm not keeping a phone, that doesn't support a feature that I'm paying for as part of my my data plan here. So that phone is being sent back to Amazon. But I'll definitely be purchasing the S23 Plus, which has 5G ultra wideband. Which is pretty weird, considering that is part of you know, that is part of a flagship phone, and it doesn't support that feature. So I found it pretty odd. I guess that was meant to keep costs low. That's a weird decision by Samsung there. Pretty odd, weird decision not to include, you know, 5G ultra wideband on their base flagship phone. I mean, every model of the flagship lineup should include that. And right across the street, that is the Consul General. Oh, the Consul General. I'm sorry, the Consul General of France. The Consul General of France. We can see the French flag there, and we can see the European Union flag as well. That blue flag right there, that is part of the European Union flag. It is very quiet here. This is one of the this is definitely one of the quietest stretches of New York. But once we get to Midtown, that'll definitely all change. Beautiful. So I am hoping to be back on the S23 Plus, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I just gotta wait for the return process, and the refund process, and then I gotta, order that phone. So hopefully that will all be done within the next 2 weeks. So in the meantime, I'll just be streaming from the S21 here, which is okay. This is not a terrible phone by any means. Okay, so beautiful evening here on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, right along 5th Avenue and Central Park. We have Central Park right here to my right, which we were just in not too long ago. So right now we're just heading into Midtown. We'll probably be there in about 20 minutes. We're still here in the 70s. This is I believe this is 73rd Street right here. Yeah. 70. Okay, actually, this is 72nd Street here. And we have the halal carts here as well, a New York staple. This guy's selling smoothies.
the show ended, they just.
Beautiful, quiet, peaceful night right along Fifth Avenue here. Okay, this is dedicated to Richard Morris. What's his name? Not sure who this guy is here. Let me look it up. There are so many statues and everything here. This is the. If I could look it up here, I have no information here on my map. Okay, but it says here October 31st. I believe it says here 1828, July 31st. 1895, in recognition of his services to the cause of arts in America. This memorial was erected in 1898 by the Art Societies of New York. Okay, so this guy, his name is Richard Morris Hunt. Richard Morris Hunt. National Academy of Design, Society of American Artists, and the American Institute of Architects. And right here we have the American Watercolor Society, Society of Beaux Arts Architects. Okay, and we'll continue from here. Richard Morris Hunt. Okay, so Richard Morris Hunt, he was an American architect. Here I'm reading here. During the 19th century, of course, and an eminent figure in the history of architecture of the United States. He helped shape New York City with his designs for the 1902 entrance, facade, and Great Hall of, oh, my phone just turned off, of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which we just saw. And hello to Andrew. What is up, Andrew? Nice to see you here. Okay, so he was an architect. He was one of the designers there, the architects of the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's quiet because everyone is watching SummerSlam. I should be watching SummerSlam as well. I'll watch it when I get home. I'll just watch the replay. Hopefully it's a good event, you know, tonight and tomorrow. Okay, so the matches tonight as part of night one of SummerSlam is Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. That is a tag team match. We have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus the Judgment Day with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. That is also a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. What other matches do we have here? We have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. That is a singles match. We have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. That is for the WWE Women's title. We have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, the rapper Jelly Roll. versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Logan Paul, the personality, the YouTuber. Another tag team match. And we also have Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Those are the matches for tonight as part of night 1. And for tomorrow, night 2, we have Naomi. We have a 4-way match, no, 3-way match. It's a 3-way match, triple threat match. Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. That is for the Women's World Championship. And we have Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ, no countout last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. We also have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. That is all part of the Bloodline story there. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match. That is for the United States Championship. And we have Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Singles match for the Intercontinental title on the men's side. And we also have the Wyatt Six. Let's see, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gracie versus Andrade and Rey Fenix. And DIY, which is DIY, which is part of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Flaxion, Axiom, and Nathan Frazier versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. That is a 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match, TLC match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. And the main event tomorrow, we have John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the WWE Championship. So those are all of your matches between tonight and tomorrow. I hope Andrew kept track of all of that. And we do have some results already, but I did not spoil that. We do have results already, I believe, for the first 3 matches. So those are all of your matches for this year's WWE SummerSlam, which is taking place over 2 nights. That is the first time that SummerSlam is taking place over 2 nights. That is the biggest wrestling event of the summer. And we also had AEW All In. So AEW All In and SummerSlam are the 2 biggest wrestling events of the summer. My prediction for the main event tomorrow between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, I believe that that John Cena will retain the title. He just turned babyface last night, so he went from a heel to a babyface literally overnight. Turning him heel, in my opinion, was a pretty stupid thing to do. John Cena was never a heel to begin with. Maybe early on, like way early on in his career, but you know, he should have never went heel. The way that the story was being played out with him being a heel, it just wasn't working at all. And it took this long, you know, for Triple H and WWE to finally see that and just revert him back to a baby face. If anything, maybe Cody Rhodes goes heel tomorrow, so we shall see. We shall definitely see. Maybe Cody Rhodes will go heel. Although that probably wouldn't make much sense either, you know, considering that he's been a babyface for a long time as well. So who knows? Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how that story plays out tomorrow. And of course, Andrew, you and Muhammad are going to be there tomorrow. So you know, you guys have a good time there tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun.
I spoke the Catskills the last time.
If it wasn't for me buying the phone, the S23 phone, I probably would have went there with you guys. But you know, at the end of the day, I just didn't have it. You know, but I'll definitely you know, whenever WWE comes back, you know, to the area here, New York area, you know, I definitely would like to go to the next show. Okay, right here we have this is the Central Park Zoo. This is all part of the Central Park Zoo right here. This is where Flacco the Owl resided. Right before he was able to escape from his enclosure that someone had vandalized. Flacco, of course, he was a Eurasian eagle owl who lived here in the park here, the Central Park Zoo. Someone broke into his enclosure. He was able to escape, where he then lived on his own out here in the city for about a year and a half before, unfortunately, he died after striking a building. Rodenticide was also found in his body when they were doing the necropsy there. Look at that beautiful view. Beautiful view from Central Park. Live from SummerSlam in MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. MetLife Stadium, of course, is home to the Jets and Giants of the National Football League, or two football league there in the NFL. MetLife Stadium also hosted WrestleMania 35. That was back in 2019. As we continue across our walk here, right along Fifth Avenue on the Upper East Side. And we are about to make our way into Midtown here and Grand Army Plaza. Gonna have to pause that music there for a second. Okay, so we are back here to normal audio as we make our way into Grand Army Plaza in Midtown Manhattan here. Okay, so the time now is 8:11 p.m. Eastern Time here in New York City and the East Coast. The temperature right now is 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. We have made our way over to Grand Army Plaza in Midtown Manhattan. We can see the Plaza Hotel right there. World famous Plaza Hotel. And right behind the Plaza Hotel, we have the Salao building there. That is the Salao building. Beautiful night here in New York City. Gotta grab a picture here. Absolutely beautiful. This never gets old. I walk here so much and it just never gets old. Okay, this is a beautiful picture here. I'm gonna just grab this, snap this picture here real quick. All right, as we look back north towards Fifth Avenue there. Okay, let's check out 345 Park Avenue. That was the site of the mass shooting on Monday. We're gonna check out what the site is like right now. So let's just walk over there real quick, and we're just gonna check out the site as it is right now. 5 days after the massacre there, 4 people killed, of course, including the police officer from the NYPD, the Darul Islam. I'm not gonna go through the whole story again. If you guys missed the last stream where we were there, you guys can check that out. I talk about the shooting in detail there. So we're gonna check that out real quick, and then we'll just continue our normal walk here through the rest of Midtown. There was a makeshift memorial when we went there on Tuesday. And I can only imagine that the makeshift memorial has only gotten bigger. So we're gonna check that out real quick. As we approach Madison Avenue here. All right, so this is Madison here, Madison Avenue, as we look south, right along Midtown here. And we're going to quickly go to 345 Park Avenue. That is the site, once again, of the mass shooting that took place on Monday. That is where Shane Tamura, a 27-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. He drove here from Las Vegas. He started going on a shooting rampage inside of that building there. Apparently he was targeting the officers of the NFL, the National Football League. Apparently he has some sort of grudge with the NFL over CTE, which he believed he had. That is also known as chronic traumatic I hate pronouncing this last word, encephalopathy. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. That last word is sort of a tongue twister for me. So he claimed to have had CTE, although the only definitive way to diagnose CTE on anyone is really to examine their brain, and the only way to do that is through an autopsy, obviously after they have already passed away. He made a claim to have suffered from CTE. That is a condition that is caused from repeated blows to the head, concussions. NFL players, they have a history of being diagnosed with that condition, as well as other athletes, you know, such as boxers and hockey players, wrestlers. Okay, so here we are. This is Park Avenue. We're walking down towards the site there, 345 Park Avenue, which is right near 50th Street. So we're gonna check out that building real quick, as we did on Tuesday as well, the day after the mass shooting there. Beautiful Park Avenue. This is one of the most exclusive stretches of street here in New York. Park Avenue. So thank you once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in Manhattan, in Midtown Manhattan, right along Park Avenue, on this beautiful Saturday night here in this city. Right now we are heading to 345. That is the address, 345 Park Avenue. For those of you not familiar with that address, that is where the mass shooting took place last Monday, unfortunately. That was the deadliest shooting here in New York since 2000, the year 2000, when we had the Wendy's massacre over in Queens, Flushing, Queens, to be exact. 5 people were killed there. Okay, so this is 57th Street here. This is also known as Billionaires Row. Okay, we can cross now. All right, so that is looking west, right along 57th Street here, Billionaires Row. And straight ahead we can see the Nightlife building. That is the Nightlife building there, which overlooks Grand Central and Park Avenue. The Nightlife building used to be known as the Pan Am building back in the day. We have this appears to be an art gallery down here. Yep. Beautiful night here in New York City as we walk here along Park Avenue. Okay, we're gonna cross the street here since we have to head in that direction anyways, on that side of the park. As we look north here on Park Avenue. And this is looking south. Look how beautiful it is here tonight. And that building right there, that is the brand new JP Morgan Chase building. That is the newest skyscraper here in New York City. Tall buildings everywhere, and right over here, that is the Citigroup Center right there. One of my favorite buildings here in New York, the Citigroup Center with the slanted roof.
What you need to do is
Okay, so we are approaching 345 Park Avenue. This is where the where Monday's mass shooting took place. Right along the lobby and on the 33rd floor, that is where Mr. Tamura committed suicide. He shot and killed himself on the 33rd floor. All is calm here, relatively speaking, considering what happened here just over 5 days ago, 5 days ago rather, on Monday night at around 6:30 p.m. We still have a police presence here. And hello to Todd and Mary, and hello to everyone in Nashua, New Hampshire. Happy Saturday. All right, I'm just gonna snap a picture here real quick before we continue. And hello to Ann. Nice to see you, Ann. Okay, so this is the building right here for 345 Park Avenue. I'm not gonna go through the whole event in detail. That was what the stream on Tuesday was for. So if you guys want to go back to that stream, you guys are more than welcome to. I did talk about the tragedy here in detail. That was the day after. And Lena, yes, we all miss Lena. I'm not sure what Lena is. Hopefully Lena's okay. Watching from Hartford in Connecticut. Hello to everyone in Connecticut. Okay, so looks like they took down. When I was here on Tuesday, they had this boarded up here. The glass panels that you guys see here, those were all bullet ridden. And as you can see, it has since been replaced. They did a good job at replacing it. Wow, pretty fast here. So this is where the mass shooting took place, right here on the lobby. Well, it started in the lobby. Shane Tamura, he double parked this BMW right along Park Avenue there and made his way over here through this courtyard and went here into the lobby and just started shooting up the lobby here. Wow, they did a good job at actually repairing all of the glass panels that were shattered with bullet holes. That was pretty fast. Wow, I was definitely not expecting to see this. When we were here on Tuesday, this was all boarded up. It's amazing how fast they repaired this so quick. Wow, pretty remarkable job here. And we have some roses here. I do see some flowers here. Right there. Unbelievable. They did such a fantastic job at, cleaning up what happened here. Wasn't expecting it to be done this fast. Definitely not. And rest in peace to the 4 victims that were lost here on Monday. Wow, they looks like they did an excellent job at repairing whatever damage had occurred here. But these glass panels here, they were shattered by bullet holes. Not sure if you guys see pictures of that, but this was all shattered and covered in bullet holes, from an M4 rifle, assault rifle. So the fact that they were able to repair this in such a short amount of time is pretty remarkable. What a fantastic job they did here. And we do have a security officer there on the desk there. Wow. Look at the job that they did here. Pretty remarkable. This is all brand new. As far as I can see, this is all brand new glass panels. As far as I can tell, this was all shattered and covered in bullet holes. By the way, this was all bullet ridden. So pretty remarkable job that they were able to repair this in such a short amount of time. If you happen to just pass by here, you wouldn't even tell that there was such a massacre here just 5 days ago. Job well done here. Okay, we did have a makeshift memorial down this way. Let me see if it's still here. When we visited the site here on Tuesday, there was a makeshift memorial. Let's see if it's still here. Right along over here on the right side. I don't think it's there. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so the makeshift memorial that was here on Tuesday is not here anymore. I do see one lone bunch of flowers there. That's about all I see here. So apparently that's been taken away. And we have the Blackstone sign right here. Blackstone, one of the main tenants here. Blackstone did lose an employee here on Monday. Wow. So what a remarkable scene this is compared to just earlier in the week. And I do have a picture here from Tuesday. Let me see if I can find it here real quick on my phone, my other phone here. Where is it? Okay, so this is what it appeared on Tuesday. You guys can see right there on Tuesday, the windows, the glass panels, those were all boarded up. And the same scene here on Saturday. Pretty remarkable. And this is the makeshift memorial. This was also on Tuesday, so that is no longer here as well. So that is what the makeshift memorial looked like on Tuesday. All right, so let me just grab another picture here, and then we'll be on our way back towards Park Avenue. Okay, so that is the current site here of 345 Park Avenue, where the mass shooting took place on Monday. Judging from what it looks like right now, it's hard to imagine that there was such incident here just over 5 days ago. They did a remarkable job at, you know, repairing the glass panels there. Incredible, huh? And hello to Peter. Good evening, Peter. This is 345. Not sure if you were watching, Peter, but that is 345. That is what the site looks like now. Apparently, they have repaired the glass panels that were bullet-ridden and shattered, you know, with rifles, you know, from bullets from the big rifle, the M4 rifle. They did a fantastic job here at you know, repairing whatever damage they could. It's pretty incredible that they were able to do that in such a short amount of time. As we look into the lobby there as well, that is where the rampage started, right there in that lobby. And says, if my memory is correct, that is where the NFL has its main headquarters. Yeah, they're located, I believe, on the first 5 floors. They're located here. Their headquarters, they span over several floors of this building here. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It was pretty incredible how they were able to do that. When I was here on Tuesday, this was all covered up in wooden board. You know, this was all boarded up. Let me show that picture once more from when I was here on Tuesday. Where is that picture? So this is what it appeared. This is what the site appeared on Tuesday. That is what it looked like on Tuesday, all boarded up, with the police officers there as well on standby guarding the site here. And this is what it looks like now, just 5 days later. Pretty remarkable. So I was expecting for those wooden boards to still be here, and apparently they're not anymore. So really speaks volume of how quick, you know, they were able to get the site ready here and repaired. So judging from what I can see here, this building has definitely reopened. They did a fantastic job of repairing the damage here, as well as repairing and reopening the building here. Pretty remarkable that they were able to do that in just under a week. And says, to the channel owner, when I hear of someone that has passed away, I use the words, rest in peace, memory eternal. Beautifully said, Anne. Okay, so that was another look here at 345 Park Avenue, 5 days after the mass shooting, the worst mass shooting in New York City since 2000. And by the looks of it, they did a fantastic job of repairing the damage there that was caused by the gunman there, Shane Tamura. Pretty remarkable job. I was definitely not expecting the building to be repaired and reopened so fast like that, so I'm pretty shocked. I am pretty shocked. Usually in a mass shooting situation, you would expect these buildings to be closed for days and weeks, perhaps sometimes, you know, never to be reopened again. We certainly have seen that with some of the school shootings. You know, like they'll have a mass shooting in the school, and then those, you know, that school, that building won't ever reopen again. Not that this building was never going to reopen, but the fact that they were able to reopen in such a short amount of time, you know, is pretty remarkable. That's how important this building is, that they, you know, that they had to repair it pretty quick, you know, since so many, you know, big names, big establishments are based here, including the NFL, which Shane Tamura was targeting. But apparently he ended up on the wrong elevator bank, and he took the wrong elevator up. Ended up somewhere else in the building. I think I have something stuck in my shoe here. I can't see it. And that building up there, that is 270 Park Avenue. That is the newest skyscraper here in New York City. That is also known as the JP Morgan Chase building. That is the third tallest building here in New York City, right after the One World Trade Center and the Central Park Tower. This is the third tallest building in New York City. That building replaced the original headquarters for the JP Morgan Chase firm, which they were located inside of the Union car buying building. Beautiful building here. New York City, you know, these buildings are getting taller and taller here in New York City. That one is certainly no exception. So that is 70 stories, 70 floors total. It is 1,388 feet in height, or 423 meters. The JP Morgan Chase building. And right here, this is the old building in which stood here at the site. The Union Carbide building. That building was built in 1960. And you can see the base of the building, pretty unique base though. All right, so we're gonna continue our walk here right along Park Avenue. There is even an apartment building that is across from Central Park that is so tall it is pencil thin. There are several buildings like that right along 57th Street, which is part of Billionaires Row, and the tallest of those buildings is the Central Park Tower. The Central Park Tower is also the tallest residential building here in the not just here in New York City, but in the world. That is the tallest residential building in the world, Central Park Tower. And we also have 111 Central Park, that is known as the Steinway Tower. Another one of those really tall, really thin skyscrapers, residential skyscrapers. Yes, Peter, the Steinway Tower. That is 111 Park Avenue. That is the street address. I just took a picture of those buildings earlier in my stream. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Okay, here's a picture that I took a few days ago. Okay, so right here, that is that building right there. That is Central Park Tower. Central Park Tower right there. That is the tallest of the super tall residential buildings. And this one right here in the middle, that is 157. That's 157 right there. And this building right here on the left, that is the Steinway Tower, which Peter just mentioned a minute ago. That is the Steinway building, the Steinway Tower right there. That is also known as 111 Central Park. So this building right here, the Central Park Tower, if I can get into focus, that is the tallest residential building in the world, right there. Okay, let me cross the street here. Oh, 111 57th Street. I'm sorry, not Central Park. It's 111 57th Street, not Central Park. 111 West 57th Street. That is the street address of the Steinway Tower. Okay, so that is the three towers right there, with Central Park Tower right there being the tallest. We have 157 right there in the middle, and 111 West 57th Street. That is also known as the Steinway Tower. I believe that's the thinnest of these buildings, the 111 Steinway Tower. And we also have 432 Park Avenue. That is another one of the tall old residential buildings. And we can just barely see it right there. That is the top there of 432 Park Avenue right there. That is the top of that building there. And we also have the Essex House right there in front of that building. That is the Essex House right there. Lots of buildings here in New York. And this building right here, this is the Helmsley building right here. This is known as the Helmsley building. Right in front of the MetLife building and Grand Central. So many buildings here. And this is the elevated portion of Park Avenue. So the traffic here, they're going through the elevated portion of Park Avenue here. Okay, we're gonna go here. Let's walk here. And right over here, there's the famous Roosevelt Hotel. The Roosevelt Hotel. This was the intake center for all of the the migrants, the asylum seekers that were coming here into New York City for the last few years. This right here, this served as the main intake center for all of those folks coming in. But as you guys can see, that has since been shut down. They are in the midst of renovating the Roosevelt Hotel here. And thank you, Ann, for your subscribe. Thank you for the subscribe, Ann. It is greatly appreciated. And right above us, high above us, that is the MetLife building. That is one of the biggest buildings in New York. The MetLife building, which back in the day used to be known as the Pan Am building. Look how big and menacing this building is, as it overlooks Park Avenue from both the north side and the south sides. There's also a helipad up there, although that hasn't been used for decades. Look how big this building is. The Pan Am building is such a big building. Huge building. It's not the tallest, but it's one of the biggest as far as the floor space is available. And thank you, Anne Marie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so we're gonna make our way into Grand Central here. I was gonna go into Grand Central on Tuesday, but they were holding a vigil for the shooting victims there. So instead of going here on Tuesday, we went straight into Bryant Park for that vigil. But now we're gonna go inside of Grand Central, and we're gonna check out what's going on here. There is no rush hour here, of course. This is the weekend. So we're gonna make our way into the main hall here of Grand Central Terminal. So we're gonna enter through the 42nd Street side here. And this building right here, this is One Vanderbilt. Another super tall here in New York City. That is home for the Summit up there. The Summit observation deck. That's another location that I have to visit one day. I have not been up there just yet. Okay, so here we are, making our way into Grand Central. here. This is the Metro North Railroad, part of Grand Central, and Long Island Railroad is located here as well, although you have to go further down. Look how beautiful it is here on this Saturday night. And we have the Apple Store right ahead of us, although I believe it is closed at this time. Okay, so Grand Central opened back in 1913. Starting back in 1903. It opened on February 2nd, 1913. 120. There are 67 total tracks here. 56 passenger tracks. 30 on the upper deck, upper level, and 26 on the lower level. 43 are in use for passenger service, and 11 are for sidings. Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
How do you go?
How are you? And we lost a signal here. Okay, apparently we're running into a sort of a dead spot here, so I'm just gonna walk around here till we get our signal back gradually here.
Oh, we don't know.
It's all right. Let's just go.
And Grand Central Terminal was renovated extensively back in the 1990s. This is Grand Central, yes, Grand Central Terminal. And we can see some of the constellations up there. Back in the day, this would have all been covered in, in tar from, years of cigarette smoke and all of that stuff. They did a great job of restoring the roof here, the ceiling here. And there's actually a small patch here. Not sure if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in on it. In the 90s, they left behind an unclean portion of the ceiling here. That is it right there. So you can see just how black and brown this ceiling used to be prior to the restorations of the 1990s. So they left behind a little small patch there to remind you of what the ceiling looked like, prior to the 1990s, back, prior to the renovations of the 1990s. So that is what it looked like back then, just to get an idea of just how, black and tar covered this ceiling was. So they did a really good job here restoring, Grand Central to its former glory. So incredible job here. Okay, so we're gonna go to Westchester County here. Actually, no, we're not. Not today. Or you could head towards Long Island here as well. Ever since they connected the Long Island Railroad here as well. So you can access both the Long Island Railroad and the Metro North Railroad from here in Grand Central Terminal. So from here you can go up to Westchester, you can go up to the northern suburbs, you can go to Connecticut. If you take the one of the Metro North trains, and from Long Island, of course, the Long Island Railroad, you can head on east to Long Island, of course, all the way out to Montauk, which is the easternmost point in Long Island. And right down here, this is where we have the Long Island Railroad connection. So let me show you guys that. We have to head down here. Let me just watch my step here. And thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. We have the Shake Shack here. What's that?
What's going on your page?
This is on YouTube. What's up?
What's going on?
This is on YouTube.
Shout out to everybody.
What's the name of this place here?
Tannery.
Tannery. What do you sell here?
French food.
French food.
Yeah, the
Like-
open face sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
You know, French drinks. and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
That's what's up. Is it busy tonight?
It's the weekend, so you know.
So and so.
here and there, so and so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's the name of your page?
Redstone Pro. Redstone
Huh?
Pro. Redstone Pro.
Restaurant Pros.
Yep. I'm gonna show you right here real quick on my other
Yeah,
phone.
exactly.
Yeah, we're just showing my audience the Grand Central here.
Yeah. Of course, you know you're gonna have a lot of content down here.
Yeah, definitely. That's my channel right there.
Red Storm Pros.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right, no doubt, man. That's Chris right there from what is it? Tannery. All right, man. Have a good night. Okay. We have MTA police right here. Okay, so let's head down to the Long Island Railroad portion of Grand Central, which is down here. We have to go down these escalators. This portion of Grand Central, this is known as Grand Central Madison. By the way, Grand Central Madison. This is what connects the Long Island Railroad to the east side of Manhattan via the Grand Central Terminal here. This opened back on January 25th of 2023. This had been in the works for years. So we're just gonna walk around here, Grand Central Madison here, for those Long Island commuters. The police are just chilling. Yeah, they're just on standby, you know. That's what they do most of the time. They're just on standby here. Okay, so the tracks are down this way here, the Long Island Railroad tracks. This is the newest part of Grand Central Terminal, which has only been open for 2 years now. And we're gonna go down to one of the tracks here so you guys can see what the platforms down there looks like. There are 8 tracks here, 8 tracks and 4 island platforms. Live from Grand Central Terminal in Grand Central Madison. Pick your favorite, Andrew. Pick your favorite. We are live with the ladies here. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in Grand Central Terminal. We are located right along Grand Central Madison. This is where the Long Island Railroad connects to Grand Central Terminal. For those commuters coming in from Long Island. Okay, so right down here, this is where you access the trains, the tracks. Better than the ones I seen on the train today. Oh yeah, Andrew, that was not a good experience from what you sent me in the picture. Look how beautiful this escalator is. We have the Excelsior right there, New York State Excelsior, the emblem. Okay, so we're heading to Long Island. Where do you guys want to head? You guys want to head out to the Hamptons or Jones Beach somewhere? Maybe Fire Island or Montauk. We definitely have to do a stream from Long Island. Definitely have to do a stream from out there. I was thinking of maybe heading to either Long Beach or perhaps Jones Beach, although I'm thinking maybe Long Beach. So we'll definitely do a live stream from out there on Long Island somewhere. All right, so we're gonna go down to one of the tracks here, one of the platforms, just to give you an idea, just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Once you're getting on one of these Long Island Railroad trains. There are 8 tracks here and 4 platforms. And we'll just go down to, this is track 301 here. We could probably just go down to here, this one here. And thank you, Eugene. Nice to see you, Eugene. Okay, so this is track 301 and 302. We do have a train here, right on track 301. This train is heading to, I'm not sure where this one is heading to. We do have passengers here already. This is what the inside of the train looks like. Let me just show you guys real quick. There it is. I have heard about Jones Beach. I have been to Watermill and the beach area around there. Okay, I'm not sure where this one is heading to. I don't see it here on the LED board here. Usually it'll say the destination here. Beautiful platforms here, beautiful modern platform. Okay, I still don't know where this one is heading to. It's heading to out Long Island somewhere. I just don't see it on the tray here. Okay, so this is to give you guys an idea what the platforms here looks like. Okay, very nice. Hello. All right, so we're gonna go back up here and hopefully we'll figure out where this train is heading to. Okay, we have the schedule board right here. Let's see. Okay, so that was track 301. Let's see. Over here, I don't see one here that says track 301. Okay, so these are some of the destinations. Those are the branches. We have the Hempstead branch. We have the Far Rockaway branch, Massapequa branch. We have the Babylon branch. I'm not sure where that train is heading to particularly, though. Doesn't say 301 on any of these times here. All right, so we're gonna make our way back up to the main concourse here of Grand Central. So this is what Grand Central Madison looks like. If you plan on taking the Long Island Railroad in and out of Grand Central Terminal here. As we head back up the long escalator here. I still don't know where that train is heading to exactly. But it's heading out east somewhere. Somewhere out east. You can see how modern this all is. It's all modern, state of the art.
Watch your step getting on and off. Please be careful while riding the escalator. Please face forward while riding this escalator.
And hello to Rockets. Rockets Red Glare from Matamoros, Pennsylvania. Or Matamoros, Pennsylvania. Either Matamoros or Matamoros, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Rockets, for joining us here. Welcome to Grand Central Madison here as we head back towards the main concourse here of Grand Central Terminal. And from here we'll be checking out Times Square and check out what's going on in Times Square. Okay, very nice here. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the main concourse once again before we make our way back out towards 42nd Street. This is not SNO. This is actually better. Well, thank you. Well, SNL, they're on repeats right now. They're on reruns. Their last season just ended not too long ago, I believe. So they're on their break. That was their, what is it? They're on their 50th season, I think, or they were on this 50th season, which just ended. Live from New York, it's Saturday night from here in Grand Central. We're not in 30 Rockefeller. We are in Grand Central right now. All right, so thank you once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here in New York City. We are inside of Grand Central Terminal. We just checked out the Long Island Railroad portion of Grand Central, which is known as Grand Central Madison. That is the newest part of Grand Central Terminal, which just opened 2 years ago. That connects the Long Island Railroad to the east side of Manhattan via the Grand Central Terminal here. SNL has been around since 1975. Yes, indeed. This is their 50th season or 51st season. The season that they were just in right now. Okay, we're just going to make our way outside here. I believe this is heading towards the 1 Vanderbilt. Let's see. There's different passageways here. Okay, we might as well just head back outside. I think that's what we're just gonna go back outside here. There are so many passageways here. Sometimes you don't even know which one you're heading into. Okay, I believe this is the one that connects to 1 Vanderbilt. Originally from New York City, born and raised. Okay, thank you, Rocket. You are in Pennsylvania now. Thank you. Okay, we are inside. This is 1 Vanderbilt now. We are inside of 1 Vanderbilt. This is all interconnected, by the way, between 1 Vanderbilt, Grand Central, and the subways here, and the Nightlife building. This is all interconnected. So we are inside of 1 Vanderbilt, which is this is where you will find the summit. All right, so we're gonna make our way out here onto 42nd Street. This is East 42nd Street here. And we got 50 Cent playing there. Gonna have to mute that for a second. Okay, and we are back outdoors. Welcome to 42nd Street here. I moved here recently. Matamoros is a small town, and now we're from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay, so you're like in the middle, in the interior part of Pennsylvania. All right, so right now we're gonna head towards Times Square on this Saturday night. We have an MTA armored truck here. Beautiful Saturday night here in Midtown Manhattan, right along East 42nd Street as we head to Times Square and check out what's going on at the crossroads of the world.
Is there anything else you want?
And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream and make sure to subscribe. And thank you, Anne Marie, for becoming the newest sub here. Okay, Scranton is in the northeast part. Okay. I'm thinking of Harrisburg. I know one of those big cities are in the interior part of Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. Williamsport also, that is where Williamsport is home to the Little League World Series, Williamsport.
And then when it happened,
Beautiful Saturday night here. Beautiful weather. We do have a little breeze here as well. It feels really good for walking. Okay, so the time now is 9:22 p.m. Eastern Time, right along the East Coast here of the United States. The temperature right now is 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. It is mostly cloudy right now. We have winds here. The winds are steady right now. Visibility is at 10 miles. We have a 60% humidity. And 0.1 inches, 100th of an inch of precipitation. Just a little drop of rain. Beautiful weather here in New York. And right across the street we have, that is Bryant Park. Bryant Park, that is where they held the vigil on Tuesday night for the victims of the mass shooting on Monday. That is where they had the vigil there, which I was live streaming on Tuesday. So if you guys missed that, you guys can go back and check out the stream from Tuesday night. This building right here, this is the Grace building, by the way. This is the Grace building. Covered up in sidewalk shed here. Harrisburg is the state capital, is in the interior. Another city in the middle of the state is Lock Haven. Lock Haven, interesting. All right, this is your usual weekend crowd here right along the Times Square area. We have some drumming right across the street in front of the Whole Foods market here. Are you from New York City originally? Born and raised here. Still living here as well. So definitely. And we have the Empire State Building there. We can just see the spire of the Empire State Building right behind those trees. Beautiful night here. As we make our way through 6th Avenue here. That is looking north on 6th Avenue. Right along the skyscraper canyon portion of 6th Avenue. And thank you, Peter, for the reminder. I am from the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx, and you are from Staten Island. Okay. Welcome, Shaolin. Staten Island is also known as Shaolin, courtesy of the Wu-Tang Clan. Okay, so I am back here on the Galaxy S21. For those of you who did not hear me earlier in the stream, the S23 that I was hoping to upgrade to, I had to return that phone since that phone does not support the ultra wideband of 5G, which will give me a faster connection here. So I had to return that phone, since I'm paying for the ultra wideband on my data plan. So once that return is complete, I get my money back, I will be ordering the S23 Ultra or the Plus. I'm leaning more towards the Plus. So those phones, they support the 5G ultra wideband. So once that return is complete and I get my refund, I'll be ordering the S23, the Plus, most likely. How's it going, man? So I am using the S21. I am back on the Galaxy S21 until I'm able to purchase the S23 Plus or the Ultra.
Disconnected. Bluetooth on.
It wouldn't make much sense, to pay for a feature that I'm not getting on the base S23, so I had to return that phone. So once I get that, once I get the refund from that return, I'll be ordering the S23 Plus, since that phone supports the 5G ultra wideband. And it has a bigger battery as well, so that would definitely help with the streams. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll be using the Galaxy S21, which is what I'm using right now. Although right now this stream is not bad at all. Using the older device.
Oh, I just bumped into
Yo, what's up, Muhammad? Oh shit, it's Muhammad right here. What's up, man? What you doing here?
I'm talking to Andrew.
Oh, Andrew guided you. Andrew guided you.
Right here.
What's up, Andrew? He's on my chat too. What's good, Andrew?
You're live still, right?
Yeah, I'm live right now. I thought you were still on.
Weren't you at Grand Station?
I was just coming from Grand Central.
Oh, you're still live or?
I'm still live. I'm right here with Muhammad.
Okay.
Muhammad's right here. You camera shy, man?
Huh?
You camera shy?
No.
What you doing out here? Just walking around?
Yeah, I'm just chilling, but I'm gonna head home anyway.
I thought you were watching SummerSlam. You got your
I was watching on my phone.
You got your CM Punk shirt there.
I might wear this tomorrow when I'm wearing the warm and weight shirt.
Yeah, definitely wear it. Wear something.
How's the shirt?
What's that?
How's the shirt I got you?
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna wear it or anything, you know, but I'm gonna just keep it, you know, as a souvenir or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely gotta pay you for it though.
Okay, yeah. You can give it to me next week.
Well, what's up? Tell Andrew to get on the chat so he can see us.
Andrew, get on the chat.
So he can see us. He's on it now. Let me yo, what's up? That's my coworker right there, Muhammad. He just happened to be in the area right now. What a surprise here. I got two of my coworkers. I got Muhammad here with me and Andrew on the phone. He's on the chat, I think, as well.
Yeah, he's on the chat.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Showing your phone, right? Mohammed.
What's that, Andrew?
My number is showing in the phone, right?
Your number?
My phone number, right?
No, I don't see your number there. No. Not on Muhammad's phone. I don't see your number. No.
I'm just
No. It's not showing. It's not showing. Don't worry about that.
I'll make a rewind in this.
Don't worry. I'm keeping that personal stuff safe. Yeah. So what you doing out here, man? You just walking around and stuff?
Yeah, but I'm gonna head home right now.
You gonna head home?
Yeah.
Where's your car at?
Down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll just walk down there. I'm walking down there anyways.
You taking a train?
Probably like in 20 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
Probably gonna walk around here for like another 20 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
Andrew. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, man. That's what's up.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just live streaming, man. You know my thing. Just doing my thing here.
CM Punk one. I mean, that's why.
No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh,
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you're gonna watch it?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it when I get home. Yeah.
Alright.
We got some drumming over here.
Well, I was gonna spoil it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna head home because
How you run? Andrew wants to know how I ran into you. Andrew says SummerSlam just finished. No spoilers, Andrew, because I have to watch it.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head home right now.
And Rocket said, I used to have a Z Flip 4. That was a bad phone. I went through 3 phones, and all 3 broke because of the same problem with the screen. Oh, defective screen. Okay, well, something like that probably should have been recalled or something. You know, if it's a persistent problem, you know, across multiple devices and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk around here and then make my way over to the 1 train.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to the.
You walking to your car now, or you just gonna?
Yeah,
hang
I'm
around
walking to my car.
Here? Oh, okay. That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna head home. I'm going the other way.
Okay. Wow, I just happened to run into my coworker here. Don't worry, I don't think Tina's on the chat. She's not on the chat right now. She does appear sometimes on the chat, but she's not in it right now. Excuse me. What's that?
Nah, I don't want to mention my.
No, she's not here. She's not in the chat. That would have been fun if she was in the chat and then she happened to see you. Okay, so this is what Saturday night looks like here in Times Square. As you can see, we got a ton of folks here just milling about. Tell Tina to give me her number. I don't even have her number, Andrew. You're gonna have to ask her that yourself. We got a full house here at the crossroads of the world.
The Margaritaville.
You know, oh no, that's right. You going to SummerSlam tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time you going there?
I'm leaving my house like 1-ish because
1
of
o'clock.
parking.
Yeah. They start like what, like 6 o'clock?
Well, I gotta see how traffic it is.
6 or 7 o'clock.
5:30.
5:30. Damn, you gotta leave like what, 2 o'clock, right? Probably before that.
Oh, look how bad traffic is.
Oh yeah, that's all the people coming out now.
Yeah, they're coming out now.
New Jersey Turnpike is full of traffic right now.
Yeah.
Or the Garden State Parkway. All right, so we have a guest visitor here, an unexpected guest visitor.
Oh, really?
And we got Elmo here as well. We got Minnie and Spider-Man here. Everyone's coming out tonight.
That's what you do. Oh, that's what you do.
Yeah, this is what I do, man. Just walking around and just talk whatever I see here. I should live stream from MetLife Stadium tomorrow. I wouldn't do that though. Where did he park his car? Somewhere around here. Yeah. We got the street dancers over here. It wouldn't be New York without the crowd, without the music, without the sirens, without all of the noise here. It wouldn't be New York without Muhammad either. I almost died in New Jersey because some shithead on my highway. Oh wow, that's a bad drive. New Jersey isn't known for their particularly good drivers. I'm gonna be live from MetLife Stadium. Yeah, Andrew, you definitely should go live. You should definitely live stream that. I'll be definitely watching if you do. You should definitely live stream that. I'm sure they definitely have Wi-Fi in there, so you can definitely live stream that. It's blurry. Let me see. The camera appears okay on my end here, Daniel. Let me wipe it just in case. Let me give it a little wipe here.
You going that way?
You heading where?
Which way are you going?
I'm just gonna walk straight down and then just make a U-turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
street?
Right where the stairs are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the red stairs.
I usually walk on the other side because it's too tacky.
You're gonna walk across. Yeah, might as well walk this way. This way, right? Yes, since I'm heading up there on the steps. Andrew says Dave and Buster's. We gotta do Dave and Buster's.
Huh?
We gotta do Dave and Buster's.
We could do that.
Yeah. Next time we all meet up, we could
Maybe
definitely.
on a Friday.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
And Devon should join us.
Devon, yeah. Maybe get Leslie on board too.
Oh, well, I don't. She's not on that chat.
Yeah. Okay, welcome everybody to the crossroads of the world here with 10,000 other people here. We have 55 viewers here. Pretty good sized crowd here. Just from this randomness here tonight. If you go to Newark, you need to mentally prepare. It's like driving in a GTA server. I drove to visit the Newark Museum of Art. Next time I'm taking public transportation. It's definitely better to get there by like the PATH train. That's the easiest way to get into Newark, is the PATH train. Hello. Hey, hello to my mom. That's Muhammad right there in front of me. He's my coworker. Just happened to meet up with him here. He's heading home. I'm about to head home in a little bit too. He's on his way to SummerSlam tomorrow with my other coworker Andrew. I couldn't join them tomorrow since I had to purchase my phone, which I happened to return also. But I'm definitely getting an upgraded version, a more upgraded version. You heading down that way?
Yeah, I'm going that way.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get gas.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna need that for tomorrow. And we got Mario right here, and we got King Kong, the usual characters here. And we got Elmo, we have another Elmo here, and another Spider-Man. Oh, he's walking ahead of me. Andrew said to bring your belt tomorrow.
Huh?
To bring your belt tomorrow.
I'll try.
Yeah. You definitely got to be careful with that, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm low.
Yeah, or just go to Target and get one of those cheap belts. Look how jam-packed it is here. Alright, man.
Alright, man. Where's your train?
My train is down on 42nd. I'm gonna just hang around here for a little bit and then I'm gonna just take the train. Oh, you got a snake right there. We got the snake man right there. You're afraid of that? Who dares touch this, looks like a boa constrictor.
Alright, man.
I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah,
We'll do dinner.
yeah, I'm gonna give you the money for that shirt.
Alright, I got no worries.
All right, man, enjoy tomorrow.
Alright, we'll see you Friday.
Let me know how it goes. All right, so that was Muhammad, my coworker. I just ran into him. Just happened to be here in the area. One of my coworkers. As we look at the snake man here. That's one of the biggest snakes I've seen here in Times Square. That's a really big one. Ooh, I wonder how much it weighs. Okay, let me see if I can make my way over to the red steps, which we usually go up anytime we're here in Times Square. The steps are definitely crowded right now, so let's see if we can just gradually make our way up there. And we have 59 of you here. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all for your time. We have a jam-packed crowd here making their way up to the red steps here, the TKTS steps, right in front of the Father Duffy statue here. Okay, maybe right here? Seems less congested on this side here. Oh, okay, let's see how long it takes to get up here. We just gotta follow this couple here. Oh, they're stopped short here? Sorry. It's definitely a challenge getting up here tonight, but we'll definitely get up there. It's just a matter of having some patience here. All right, we got some folks coming down. We got folks going up. I'm one of those folks going up. Okay, we're almost at the top here. We're just about a few steps here from the top. Let me okay, oh, right here. We just made it to the top, right up here. We just got some room here for the top. There we go. Wow, we made it. We're at the very top here. Wasn't too bad. All right, so here we are at the top of the TKTF steps overlooking Times Square and the crossroads of the world. It is a busy night here, busy, crowded night, as it usually is here in Times Square. What a beautiful night it is here. We got the famous Coca-Cola sign up there as well.
Oh my gosh, I just missed it.
We have the TSX Broadway. That is one of the newest buildings here in Times Square. Beautiful night here in Times Square at the crossroads of the world on this Saturday night, first weekend of August.
आज एक काम करते हैं
बाबा के लिए क्यों खड़ा हो गया?
Hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend. Beautiful Saturday, early Sunday, wherever you may be watching from on your time zone.
ले बाबा की अच्छी बनी। अजीज हम लोग आहिस्ता आहिस्ता नीचे उतर रहे हैं।
All right, so we're gonna make our way back down. Let's make our way back down from these stairs. We have. It looks like getting back down is actually harder than it than it is going up. We'll just follow this family here. Few people who live in Manhattan own a car because there's a lot of public transportation. Yeah, Manhattan is one of those places where you don't need a car to get around anywhere. You can do that by foot, you can do that by bicycle, you can do that by subway, or you can do that by bus. Absolutely no need for a public vehicle. Or a personal vehicle, rather. Not a public vehicle, a personal vehicle. The city wouldn't function without the public transportation, especially the subways. So you definitely do not need a personal vehicle to get around here, or for the most part in New York City. Unless you're maybe in Staten Island. Staten Island, you definitely might need a vehicle. In some parts of Queens, there are some parts of Queens that are, that have sparse public transportation. I will be going live next Sunday, although I'm still deciding which one to go to, although I'm most likely heading to the Ecuadorian parade. I gotta represent, that side of my family, the Ecuadorians. Gotta represent Ecuador. I have not been to the Ecuadorian Day Parade before. Dominican Day Parade, I've been there a couple of times. So we have the Dominican Day Parade and the Ecuadorian Day Parade taking place. Both are taking place next Sunday, most likely I'll be heading to the Ecuadorian Day Parade. That'll be taking place out in Jackson Heights, Queens, right along Northern Boulevard. It is quite the crowd here, Peter. Feels like we're having the New Year's ball drop here. We have quite the crowd here tonight. The weather is beautiful. You know, people are going to be out when the weather is beautiful. There's going to be people out here regardless of the weather, but especially when, you know, when the weather is all nice and stuff. We got the barbershop open here in the middle of Times Square. Barbershop is open in Times Square. In Staten Island, you need a car, especially on the South Shore. There are buses on the South Shore, but they don't run all the time and are unreliable unless you live near the Staten Island Railway, the railroad. The problem with the railroad there is that it doesn't connect with the rest of the subway system. So you would have to take the ferry to connect to the rest of the city. Okay, we got a busy night here at the crossroads of the world. Look how jam-packed it is here tonight. Much more crowded than what it was here on Tuesday when we last visited Times Square. That was back on Tuesday. And we got Lady Liberty here. We got the fruterias right here, the frutas, the cup fruits. Once again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've already had a couple of new subs based on this stream alone, so thank you all for the new subscribers. Look at this beautiful sight, a sea of humanity here in Times Square. Let me just grab a photo here before we move on. That's a beautiful photo of Times Square, very nice. There's actually a local bus in Staten Island that drives to Bay Ridge, so you can get to Brooklyn from Staten Island directly. Okay, that's very nice. Definitely have to get there through the Verrazano Bridge. That's the only other connection with the city. Bad camera. How is it a bad camera? It looks pretty good from here. We have the desnuders here. They are a staple here as well.
Comedy show tickets, guys. Let's go. Live stand-up comedy. So it's right down the block. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Okay, wow, what's going on here? We have the dancers, we have comedy shows, we have the crowds here, we have all of the custom characters. We have it all here in Times Square. Back in the day, we would have had the hookers and the pimps here as well. Times Square is much more family friendly these days than what it would have been back in the 80s. Okay, we are in a less congested part now of Times Square. All right, so we can walk more easily here. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We have 50 of you watching here tonight. Thank you so much. As we continue to walk here in and around Times Square on this crowded Saturday night here in Times Square. It is Saturday night here in Times Square. First weekend of August.
Nobody was frustrated when I started.
Wow.
Lì è molto più bello.
It takes a minute just to cross the street here with all of these folks. Rocket says, I think it's pretty shameful on City Hall's part that there hasn't been a Staten Island train connection proposal in over a century. There were proposals to connect the subway with the Staten Island Railway. And there were also proposals, to dig up tunnels that would run through Brooklyn as well. Either through Lower Manhattan or through Brooklyn, and neither of those obviously have happened. So Staten Island remains pretty isolated from the rest of the city. And we are back here to the big crowds.
Holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special
we have the Israelite
unto
folks here.
himself. So he chose because he wasn't in terms of Israel. We weren't the first nation.
What?
And we have one of my favorite stores, the Lit stores right here, where they sell all sorts of caps. You'll find it all here at the Lits. Whatever cap you're looking for, more than likely they have it inside of one of these Lit stores. We have the Hard Rock Cafe here. And we have One Times Square, which is just about, the renovations up there are just about complete. We'll definitely be visiting One Times Square once it reopens later in the year. Okay, we got Judgment Day is near. You gotta repent. You're badass ready. Every day you got to repent for your sins, whether it's Judgment Day or now, the world is ending. You got to repent for all of your bad sins.
Guys, comedy show? Okay. Guys, comedy show?
You got to watch a comedy show before Judgment Day gets here. You want to get a few laughs. You want to get some laughs before the world ends. Okay, here we are. This is West 42nd Street. I'm going to walk down towards 8th Avenue, and I think I'll end the stream there. Alright, so this is what it looks like here on West 42nd Street as we make our way over to 8th Avenue. Okay, right here we got the new Victory Theater, which is home to Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. That is the Harry Potter Broadway show here.
You got it?
Okay, so we have something opening across the street there. That used to be home of the McDonald's here, right along 42nd. Something else is going up there. I'm not sure exactly when, but it looks like something might be opening there soon. It just says something about see you tomorrow. I have to definitely look that up. Not sure what that is, but we do have something opening in the place of McDonald's here. For those of you who are familiar with 42nd Street, that used to be the location of the old McDonald's. All right, and we got Dave & Buster's. I'll be going there soon with some of my coworkers. Hopefully, probably in the next week or so, we'll be probably going in there. Lots of fun in there. Definitely one of my favorite things to do here. It's to go into Dave & Buster's. We lost the McDonald's. That McDonald's been closed for what, a few years now. It's not a big loss because we have another McDonald's right over on Times Square, in the middle of Times Square. There's another McDonald's. And we have Dallas Barbecue right here. This used to be the Yankees clubhouse store right here, which has since closed as well. And we got 50 Cent here. Then I have to mute that. Okay, we got a very busy Five Guys here as well. Everything's busy tonight. live from New York. It's Saturday night. The Midwestern McDonald's locations were spreading cholera. Oh, that's not good. Jeez. You gotta watch what you eat. And the sad part is that a lot of the dangers in our food you can never see because it's all microscopic. All right, so this is 8th Avenue here. We have the Port Authority bus terminal right there across the street. That building right there, that is the 11 Times Square. Look at the traffic here along 8th Avenue. Okay, that is looking south along 8th Avenue towards 34th Street. And that is what we have going on here tonight on this Saturday night here in New York City. All right, folks, we have made it here to 8th Avenue and 42nd Street. I will be ending the stream here. I want to thank everybody for joining me here tonight. Thank you to Rocket, thank you to Peter, thank you to everybody. Thank you to Andrew, Angie, Enzo, Peter. Thank you everybody here in the chat. For those of you who are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. It would mean a lot to me if you do. On this beautiful Saturday night, on the first weekend of August 2025, beautiful summer night here in New York City. We have an ambulance making its way down here. That ambulance is from Mount Sinai Hospital. Very busy night here in the New York City area, in and around Times Square. All right, folks, so thank you once again. I might be right back. I might be back tomorrow for another live stream. So if you guys see me tomorrow, then say hello, say what's up. And you know, we'll just be walking around for another live stream. So thank you once again. God bless everybody. I will see you all in my next live stream. Perhaps that'll be tomorrow. So thank you once again. God bless. Make sure to like and subscribe. And good night from Times Square, right along here on 42nd Street, West 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. Hope everyone has a fantastic night, fantastic weekend. Me, I'm gonna get home and watch some WWE SummerSlam. I gotta catch up on my wrestling here. Gotta watch SummerSlam tonight. Although I already know some spoilers, so unfortunately I'll be watching already knowing the results of some of the matches here. And Rocket is going on vacation in 8 days. Okay, Rocket, may you enjoy your vacation. Care to share where you're heading for your vacation? Alright, so I'll be ending the live stream here. I'm gonna give Rocket another minute here, see if he or she responds. Not sure where they're heading for their 8-day vacation, or their vacation in 8 days. Hopefully somewhere exciting in front, you know, where you'll enjoy your time while you're there. Alright, so thank you once again. I will see you guys here on my next live stream. So have a good night. God bless everybody, and see you all on my next stream. So long and good night from Times Square.